what a lot of people don't think about when it comes to snipers is that, yes, you can have your one-hit kill if you hit the headshot, but if you can't hit the headshot, everything sniper related except for the semi-automatics are still two-shot kills. So yeah, everybody knows that if I hit the headshot, it's going to go down. But if I don't, it takes two shots. And yeah, you can get lucky. These guys aren't moving, so it's not too hard. Even just kind of messing around with moving, not that hard to win. So if you're not an expert sniper, there's nothing to say that you one-shot sniper builds. For instance, if I swap over to this SPX-80, two shots. Okay? Shot, there's headshot, there's crack. Dead. Now if I aim for torso, it's still two shots. The benefit to this gun is you can build it really fast. This one's not really built, but it's still really snappy. For running and gunning sniper, you get one of these built up for your playstyle and still do really well with it. There's no fast and says that if you're going to snipe, it has to be one shot down. They're big and bulky, they're hard to carry around. So that's a good option there, the SPX-80. The other one that's pretty good is LAB 330. Shane, to demonstrate here. One shot, two shot down head, two shots down chest. Same kind of story. You can build these to be fast. If you're a run and gun sniper type, if you're more of a multiplayer type, not just sit in one spot. Demonstrate. One shot. Shots. That opens up marksman rifles. Marksman rifles are a little more challenging to use when it comes to that, but I think you'll find some of these are still pretty solid guns. This guy, two shots. It's way faster to run around with this than a full-size sniper. Look how fast you can fire. Versus, let's go with MCPR is pretty fast. Let's go with that one. Considerably slower. And you're going to move around a lot slower. So those are just extra things to think about. So, with that, two shots. So far we've got the LAB 330, the SPX 80, the Imperium, the XMR, the MCPR. Then if I go to marksman rifles, the SPR 208 is, I believe, the SBA 50s as well. That was 3. Let's try that again. Make sure I just hit the leg. Missed. That one's a 3-shot. That was 2, but it sounded like I got a headshot for that. A Lockwood, I believe, still takes a little more. this one real quick. Three or a two-shot headshot. Advantage with the Lockwood, you can fire really fast. A little harder at distance. Try one with a scope on it. That one only holds 5 rounds, so it's a little more challenging. So the Lockwood's not a bad choice either, really. The LMS, use that one very often. I think it's 3 shots. Let's find out. No, it's a semi-auto, so it's going to take more. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots, I think that was. Let's try it again. You can fire it really fast. So if you're mounted up, that's pretty good. If I was going to use any of the semi-automatic marksman rifles, though, I would go with the EBR-14. Let's toss one on there quick. Got pretty manageable recoil. You can fire quick. It's pretty good. It's not a 2-shot, but you can take down some targets pretty quick. For the sake of argument, if you're just going to play around with snipers, then I would definitely throw the SBR-208, any of these that are not the semi-auto. The signal is... It's a 2-shot? Let me make sure before I say the wrong thing. It is 2 shots. So it's not a bad option either. Maybe the Carricks only. You can obviously fire that one pretty quick. Start the Carrick just to make sure I'm not a dummy. Got some bounce to it. That one's 3 shots. More of a bullpup. You can also fire it faster. So if you can figure out how to control the recoil on this, not the greatest. You can make it work if you want to. Sometimes for small maps, I think that the SPX-80 is more fun to use because you have the mobility and you can take the pot shots and like every gun, you gotta practice with it to get better. This is obviously not one that I use that often. With a little bit of practice, you get in there pretty solidly. And that's just a pre-built gun. It's not even made all the way like it. That was spellcaster. Then the signal's not a bad option either if you're going to do that, but it's quite a bit heavier. You can see that the fire rate is slower, range accuracy is worse, mobility is worse, and handling is worse. So with this one, you're better off. Let's try doing calls. It's more built like a traditional sniper. Limited by shots there. The other good mobility option, I like the SBR-208 for You can see that it's got just super low recoil. It's very forgiving. Let's compare the two stats. So you can see that the SPX does a little bit more damage, it has more range, it's got better recoil control, and handling just off base. If I go to one of the builds, it fires quicker. So in this particular case, maybe the spellcaster is a better option. I would maybe slap a different scope on there and tune it a little bit, but the good news is that in a few days, tuning doesn't mean jack shit anymore. Because if you haven't heard, you're doing away with weapon tuning for Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Let's be honest, it's useless. All guns take the same tuning, so it was just a gimmick. So if I was to, let's see, it's got chambering speed on, which is not the greatest. Have for stock, yes. Fire ADS. Let's put a different optic on. Delta, go with spawn. And without it, let's see how that feels. I might get rid of the laser. Have for, let's go with elevate. And we'll do recoil and ADS. What happens if we control S? And let's go. Then explosive rounds. For a louder build, ported option. The two most popular ones, it seems like right now, are the Imperium. For me, I'm doing better with the SPX. Let's switch back and see how the SPX feels. No movement. ADS is great. Much more forgiving if I do miss a shot. Or 2 or 3. Gotta get the reload off, but it's okay. Slap our new shiny camo on there. More, but why not? So, one-shot snipers might not be the best thing for you. You just have to experiment and see what you're best with. And some of that's going to involve getting into actual gameplay versus other players and seeing how you perform. I recommend doing a good mode to test guns on if it's available. Just show you. Plunder quads is a fantastic one. Lockdown quads is good for smaller maps. So if they're playing on both, like sometimes they do, then you can jump into plunder quads. You can practice on your distance shots, and then lockdown quads on Vondel is going to let you practice more with quick scope up close. You can see what kind of a sniper that you feel like that you are. Test a couple different variants out. Obviously, if you're going to use a big sniper, use explosive rounds for those one-shot downs. And if not, use something you can be mobile with. I think that you won't regret it. It can make the gun a little bit more fun for you and a little bit more exciting when it comes to sniping. Thanks for tuning in.